Serving those who serve is a motto often heard by the LAFD Chaplain Corps, who are here with us today. And it's in times of disaster that our department faces really the most difficult moments. And it's an LAFD chaplain that's always ready to respond, to show up, and to support those in need. And in many ways, they are our first responders. And they're there for physical and emotional crisis, and their dedication is truly unwavering. So we'd like to ask these incredible individuals to come up here who serve as chaplains: Danny Lee, Kevin Smith, Jebediah Saez, Michael McDowell, Daniel Leon, Hershey Ten, Jesse Pesos. Now also, the Los Angeles Firemen's Relief Association is very instrumental in supporting this program and also covering costs associated. And therefore, we'd like to ask LAFRA President to come up, Christopher Stein, and also volunteer Diane Vigil. And there's unfortunately a few that weren't able to be here today. That's Timothy Whirl, George Negretti, and Daniel Nakamura. But just to give you a little background, the LAFD Chaplain Corps has been around since 1941. So that's over 8 decades that they've been serving the department, and they provided unwavering support to our members, both active and retired, as well as their families. So they are a very unique, multifaceted aspect of the behavioral health and wellness team. They offer comfort 24/7, and their duties are really vast and varied, whether they're simply calling a member that's been off duty for an extended time period. You'll find a chaplain that will be at the bedside of a burned firefighter in a hospital. You'll find a chaplain with bags of groceries entering the home to give to a mother who's in need. That's part of our department. They also respond to national events. So you would see them in New York for 9/11, for instance, to support fellow first responders. And many are surprised to learn that they don't only serve in times of crisis, but they're also standing beside us during life's most joyful moments, whether that's a childbirth, a retirement, a promotion, an anniversary, a wedding. They are there for us as well. And it's very important that we do mention that their service is voluntary. So they provide selflessly without charge. And what makes the LAFD chaplains truly unique is that all of our chaplains here, they're current or former members of the LAFD. So they are highly skilled firefighters across all ranks. They fight fire, they pull hose, they throw ladders, they start IVs. And that's important because they personally know then the physical and the emotional risks that we firefighters face. And they also serve the backbone of this department, the civilian staff. They provide support to them as well. Now, to become an LAFD chaplain, they have to go through a very rigorous vetting process by the department. They have to receive endorsements from their various faith communities. They're approved by the fire chief, and then they're appointed by all of you commissioners. And so these chaplains have to demonstrate the highest standards of personal character, professional competence, and integrity. So there's currently 3 chaplains that are active duty, there's 3 that are retired, and there's 2 that are in training. But simply put, they stand with the fallen, they cheer for the hurting, they celebrate courage, and they admire the selfless acts of others. And often you might hear them say, if you're around them, that they're involved in what's called a ministry of presence. So it's really at the heart of what the chaplains do. It's just being present, just being there. It's not necessarily what they say, but how they make people feel, and particularly helping them during a very difficult time. And without a doubt, their impact is immeasurable. And so we'd like to read one certificate and then offer a well-deserved round of applause. On behalf of the Los Angeles City Fire Department, we thank you for your dedicated ministry provided as our chaplain during the past several years, your faithfully volunteered time, talent, and commitment that has benefited our firefighters and their families. The Los Angeles City Fire Department commends you for your selfless devotion and extraordinary support to the firefighters of Los Angeles, presented this 17th day of December 2024, Kristin M. Crowley, Fire Chief.
So while they're handing those out, if I could just take a moment, you look at those individuals, starting with the relief and the family support group, and then with our chaplains. I have firsthand witnessed the power of these individuals and the power of prayer. They show up every single time and ask for nothing in return. And I know that you get, a lot back from your service, but I've got to tell you, whether it's, I've seen you work with one of our active firefighters that his daughter passed away. You're there. You're there just recently with the tragedy we had last week. You're there for graduations. You're there for our new firefighters at orientation. You're there for our retired members. You're there for our active members. And I could tell you just personally from me, I have probably touched every single one of you at an incident and looked to you for help and guidance, because the way that you are able to connect with the families of those involved, or the way you're able to connect with our active or retired members, that is a gift. And we're so very grateful for your service. And I just hope and pray that you understand the impact that you have on our people and just the community at large. We're so proud of you. Thank you for serving us. And we have our time of need, every single one of us here in this room. So your prayers go a long, long way. Your guidance goes a long, long way. And this is just the least thing that we could do, is just to celebrate you here. We know there's a lot of work ahead of us. But with that, just thank you for your service. We really appreciate you.